some car thoughts on beauty. There's a theme that's coming up in a few different ways recently that I've been really wanting to talk about. So I heard someone say on a podcast, everyone's hot, but no one's beautiful, which I disagree with, but I appreciate the premise that there's a difference between the things that we do to appear hot, and it often it's the place that it comes from. It's not the act itself. It's when we do something out of insecurity or to match a trend or because it looks good on someone else, which there's a level of appreciation and admiration there that's beautiful, but it might not really translate to us, which is why I talk about body type all the time and really being in tune with your essence and your body and what is uniquely you. So I think there's really something to that, and I see that manifest in different ways. And recently I was at the Portuguese feast. So it's the Madeiran feast near where I grew up in the city of New Bedford, and this has been going on for decades. And it's a celebration of the Madeiran culture, and there's pockets of it that are pretty wild, and they serve this Madeiran imported port wine that is very sweet and very sneaky and gets people very drunk because it kind of sneaks up on you. So it gets wild. But there's areas where it's a little quieter, and they have this tent with fado singers, and that's the traditional Portuguese music. Think what flamenco is to Spain. And we sat at this table very close to the musicians, and there were a couple of guitarists, and I got chills just listening to the guitarists because I could feel the passion in their playing. And a female singer, got up to sing, and she's standing there on stage with a guitarist behind us, and she's not doing the thing that a lot of performers do where you turn on your performance energy, like, hey, I'm up here to sing and we're gonna do this thing and I'm performing and I'm up here. She had her eyes closed, her chin lowered, and as the background music was playing, you could see her pulling in all of her passion, her energy, like right up through her root chakra. And by the time she opened her mouth to sing, it was so electrifying, it was so magic, and she became the most beautiful woman on earth in that moment. Like, that was pure beauty, not just hotness. And you see pockets of this, or it actually did remind me a lot of being at flamenco shows when I lived in Spain. I had a similar kind of passionate energy where it isn't really about even it sounding perfect. It can be kind of like raspy, but that's what makes it so beautiful, that intensity. And I was also thinking about beauty when I was driving through this town on my way to Massachusetts. It was somewhere in New Hampshire, and I'm looking around. I say to my daughter who's in the car with me, this town is so unattractive. And now that this is subjective, the people that live there might think it's beautiful, but every sign was ugly. It looked like it was designed by like a teenage boy that just like started using Canva. Every business was ugly. There wasn't like flowers planted anywhere. There weren't like tidy yards or people taking care of things. And I understand there's a level of like privilege too. There could be an aspect of poverty involved. But you also have places in Vermont where I live that are very poor and very rural and still have this like rustic charm, like this love, this care, this beauty to them. And I just could not get out of there fast enough. And it was a small reminder that like how beauty influences our state. And again, not the hotness, superficial beauty, like true, raw, passionate beauty does have an effect on us. It is not neutral. So this is the way I approach getting ready, getting dressed, is tuning into what I'm feeling, how I want my hair to feel, the angle of my eyeliner, the colors, like all of it is evoking something in me that may not translate to other people. That's fine, but when I feel it, it feels so magnetic. It feels so satisfying. Like, that is beauty for beauty's sake, and it's meaningful and it's important and it's not superficial, and I just cannot get enough. So these are my beauty thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. Go ahead and leave some comments below. Let's talk about it.